Okay, so welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 with Meren. And for a moment there, I saw my frame count at 122 frames per second. Then I hit fraps and it stopped. Now let's see if I remember. I think that's the way I just came from. No, that's the throne room. That's the way I want to go. Okay, when last we left, I had just come through the Neverwinter. I had failed a couple questions and had to fight some ghost golem thingies. But we got declared to be a true friend of Neverwinter, and I've now been told to bring. That didn't work. What the heck is that? I'm immune to slow. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's get this Shadow Reaver down. The hell? Did he just vanish?
Assassins. They sent assassins here. So this is how this enemy fights, with shadows instead of cold steel.
Well, they are cultists that use the undead. That's how they've been fighting the entire time. They even used one of the Boss Tower mages. How is this a surprise to you? Are you all right?
I am unharmed, though I should see to the men stationed on the walls and in the keep. This King of Shadows, his forces are powerful.
Yeah,
Is that the Rod of Never you carry? Let me see it. I had heard the rod rested below, but none have been able to enter Lord Halloweth's tomb. It seems the ancient alarms of the keep open the way.
Sort of.
With this rod, I should be able to open some of Castle Never's oldest secrets. It seems some good has come from this surprise attack. I think this enemy fears to face us on the field of battle. He fears to face Neverwinter and all its knights. And that now includes you. You have earned this through your deeds, the title of Knight in Service to Neverwinter.
I think this enemy isn't completely here yet. We're just dealing with his followers. But thank you, my lord.
Don't thank me yet. I haven't given you
I did
your
not do her
orders.
voice
My
right.
lord, there are certain rites for inducting knights that must be...
Naval, I knighted you at Redfellow's Watch in the mud with orcs surrounding us. Ceremonies can wait. Now bow and be knighted.
I like Patrick Stewart Nasher. He's much better
A
than the
knight
Nasher
of
the first.
Neverwinter is entitled to land, a keep, and forces, my lord.
And she shall have them. But you, Knight Captain, and your efforts here, you have served Neverwinter beyond the call of duty, risking your life not once, but several times without hesitation. If there is anything that I think will be the light against this shadow that comes against us, it is you and the fortress I have granted you. I offer you an honor. To become one of the Neverwinter Nine, the protectors of Neverwinter, the surrounding lands, and most importantly, its people.
And this is why one of the Neverwinter Nine dies earlier in the story. I am grateful and I accept
Very
the
well.
adventure.
For your efforts at Crossroad Keep and your battles against these minions of Shadow, I convey upon you the mantle of one of the Neverwinter Nine.
And a much-deserved title it is, Knight Captain. We welcome you into our ranks.
But on to the matters at hand. You have done more to halt this beast's advance than any of my knights. When he strikes, you are there to counter it, but that is no longer enough. I am tired of waiting for this enemy to strike. I want you to find this King of Shadows. I want this beast to answer for the blood of every guardsman slain here tonight. If he crosses Neverwinter again, I want it to be the last time. To the servants of Neverwinter here before me, all fighting men of Neverwinter must take to the field to face this foe. You have seen one of its servants, and as terrible as it may seem, it can be beaten, and so can our enemy. You must spread the word. Help your neighbors to evacuate their homes as we fortify the walls of Neverwinter. We cannot allow our people to be placed in jeopardy. We alone must face this threat. Go now, and do what you can to prepare for the coming battle.
Okay, We will do this.
And so a strategy must be formed. These Reavers, whatever these things of shadow are, there is no way the Grey Cloaks can fight them. If our enemies cannot be killed.
They are pawns only. Powerful, yes, but not the true threat. The base that the enemy is striking from. If we cannot reach it, then we cannot take the battle to him. He can send his soldiers out without fear of counterattack, and there is nothing we can do but fall back.
Even if these ruins could be reached, we still need more men. Between the plague and the war with Luskan.
Then we will gather more men, but not just men. This enemy threatens not just us. We must make allies, and we must do so quickly. There is much to be done, I think. But I have faith in your efforts. It is said that the captain of Crossroad Keep is the lord of the manor in all but name. Now I've named it for you. But it will not be enough. I am in need of answers, information, and as many soldiers as you can gather. I need to know how these Shadow Reavers can be killed, and how I can reach their master.
And we need allies wherever they can be found, from all the races, all the peoples. This is not our war, it is theirs, whether they know it or not.
Okay, how do I find out how to defeat the Shadow Reavers?
We asked the enemy. We still have some of the Arcane Brotherhood in our dungeons. Let them provide us with answers. See to it.
There must be some way to reach the King of Shadow's stronghold.
My lord, I believe Aldenon is already searching for a means by which we can reach the King of Shadow's stronghold.
Half the task will be him finding it, and the second task will be trying to understand him when he explains it.
How can I find out how to defeat the Shadow Reavers?
We asked the enemy.
Oh, I already did that.
We still have some of the arcane...
Working
There
out.
are old alliances that Neverwinter had years ago, in the days before I took the crown. I need you to reforge these alliances. Without more troops, this battle is already lost. A clan of dwarves, the Iron Fist clan, is said to have returned to their clanhold in Old Owl Well.
Okay,
after
I know
the pass
them.
was liberated by Neverwinter. Perhaps they would be grateful enough to aid us in the coming battle. But we cannot count on them being able to join the effort. And even so, there is still the matter of the King of Shadows.
I would... What about the Lizardmen? Yes, I thought about the Lizardmen. That's why...
The lizard men of the mare? What of them?
Will they fight for us?
They are being attacked by the King of Shadow. The men of the Mirror have always existed in uneasy truce with them. With a common enemy, it is possible.
I do not think any lizard man would be quick to come to the aid of Neverwinter, even if we could
That's an
speak
odd
with
choice
them.
of you.
Yet, if they would join us, they know the terrain, perhaps even know about more of the movements of the King of Shadows through the mirror. If you think you can contact them and persuade them to help us, then may the gods smile upon you. Such allies might give us the edge we need.
Asked about it. I shall see to it
Then
at
I
once.
shall leave you both to these preparations. I must attend to the troops in the war effort. You are to attend to the King of Shadows.
Right.
Of all our knights, no one has a greater chance of finding his weakness than you. I shall gather our forces, but you must show me where we must march. Return to Crossroad Keep and begin preparations. Naval will go to assist you, and he will remain there as long as needed. Now, go!
Okay. The design for the Royal Guards is pretty cool, except for they have that very uncomfortable looking codpiece that the Elven ceremonial armor I gave my Paladin has. But I do like the black and gold. Just, the codpiece can go. There has to be a more comfortable looking way to protect that part of the body. Okay, look at the lot of you. Time, 13 minutes. Oh, 14.
We heard about what happened at Castle Never, the attack. It's good to see you're all right.
To attack Castle Never? The King of Shadows? Garius? Oh, they're getting bold, they are.
So, did you get any gold along with the knighting ceremony? I mean, not that you'd carry it with you, since I already checked your pockets and your bags.
What efforts are being made in the war? Will Nasher commit his forces? And what of Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance?
Know that word of all of this has traveled before the Kalakcha. Our duty is to carry the battle to the King of Shadows, his servants, and gather others who feel the same.
Okay, Nasher wants me to find a way to kill the shadows. Bolster killed Crossroads Keep. Wait, let's start with here.
Alliances are made to be broken, if agreed to at all.
Yes,
Good
Bishop.
luck trying to get anyone to join our side in these times.
Yes,
Clan
Bishop.
Iron Fist will help. They may take some convincing, but they wouldn't back down from a fight if they thought it was just.
The lizard folk should not be ignored.
I-
They once made their homes in the Mare, and the King of Shadows has driven them out.
The lizards?
Their history with settlements along the Mare is bloody, but they are fiercely territorial and are likely to hate the King of Shadows even more.
And we could look at last for the Wendersnaven. Oh, gods. No, they're not gods. They're the Wendersnaven. They exist, even if you can't see them with the eye.
There is
or
actually a
touch
quest
them.
for that.
They see all, know all, and have incredible powers. If they are on our side, we have a good chance of winning.
Oh, really? And how do we find something you can't see or touch and most likely exists in your head?
There's 2 sages at Portlast that are said to know something of the Wendersnaven. We could ask them.
Then it seems we have a number of roads open to us, and an army to build.
Nasher wants me to find a way to kill the Shadow
No,
Reavers.
that will not be easy. Every time they are struck down, they reform. The only losses in battle with them will be ours.
There must be a way.
That guy's
Evil
rude.
always has a weakness. We just have to find it.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? The thing is, how long do you look and where?
Can I
Pardon
kill
me,
him?
But sometimes these things come to you. I mean, we can't be the only ones the Reavers have threatened or hurt. We already have crossed paths with a bunch of allies and people and sorcerers and sages we never even knew before. And we did much of that through serendipity. So have a little faith. Maybe an answer will come to us.
Know that this may be the best we can hope for. We should search, but the problem of the Reavers may be one that only time can aid us with.
I'm beginning to think green is the color of my army, because we got the Paladin in green, the Druid in green, the Wizard in green, the Thief in green. And I'm wearing green. We need to find some way to penetrate the claimed lands and strike directly at the King
The
of
claimed
Shadows.
lands kill all life that enter it. We wouldn't be able to reach the King of Shadows in time. The movement through the Mare is never swift, even in the best of times.
If there's a path at all, we'd still need to know where we were going. And even then, we'd probably die getting there.
I don't think there's an easy path. As much as I hate to say it, I think we should ask Aldenon for advice on this.
Yeah, that's what his suggestion was. I can sort of hate the Warlock. I can't hate him the same way I hate Bishop. Okay, let me check my money. 174. Now, I have advanced the storyline. Do I already have a deacon in place? I have advanced the storyline. Yay, Deacon! I did give you a place. Deacon's so happy to have a place of his own with roof and walls. Neverwinter had walls, but no roof, not like as much. Deacon owe you much gratitude. Would be willing to trade, buy, and sell, and sing for Captain of Keep if Captain wishes it. Okay, let me see your wares. I wish I could get him to join me. I'm sure he would beat the pants off of all of us, because he's an epic level adventurer. But no, I'm tired of all that. I just want to stay here and enjoy my Deacon just want to stay here and enjoy his merchant life. Yes. Okay. But yeah. Okay, let's talk to Naval, because I think I want to make that ruined tower over there into a... Well met, Captain. Nasher has assigned me to support your efforts here in Crossroad Keep. Spoken with Beetle, he informs me that he has the resources now to rebuild the ruined tower in the courtyard. It is your choice, of course, but I would recommend building a guard tower for the 9 to use as a base of operations. Okay, I am still prepping our forces. I will return. Okay. I think I might start with the alliances. What was that? Okay. You have been knighted, Captain. This changes everything. Everything, don't you know? And this pile of rubble no longer do for you. No, no, everything must be pristine for our glorious knight, Captain. So, if you ask, I will mention to the stone quarries exactly who my illustrious patron is, and I will get you stone. Imagine what we can build. Does knighthood make that much difference? Instead of about the art, the quarry masters care only about status. Status! I told them time and time again about what we do here, but no exceptions for a squire. They sneered at me, they cast me out, but a knight and confidant of Lord Nasher, that is something else entirely, and we can rebuild. Oh. There are two great buildings that are rubble now. One used to be guard tower and the other a church. They will be important buildings for your keep, so you should find people that could use them. Many people would clamor at once at the chance to be here, so choose wisely. Who would be interested in the church? Funny you should ask that. I've gotten a couple requests while you were away. The first request was from Ivar, the Blessed, a holy priest of Tyr, who says he'll set up a mission here if we restore the old church to its former glory. He even offered to pay for rebuilding the church. The other offer came from a monk named Roland. He says he's a master of the sun, soul, or some such, and he's looking to pass on what he knows before he dies. Beyond rebuilding the church or converting it to monastery, I'm fresh out of ideas. I think we'll rebuild the church for Ivar, but let's talk about any ideas of what we could do with the tower. Sir Neville could use the tower for something or other. There are probably more that are interested, though. Well, I know there's a mage somewhere that's interested, but I'm not really interested in turning the guard tower into a mage's tower, because I am not a mage. I am a swashbuckler with a mithril scale mail shirt that counts as light armor. It gives me a whole bunch of stuff that's not immunity to death. Okay, can we rebuild the guard tower for the 9? Yes, yes, yes. That is easily done. Rebuilding is easy, trivial even. There's 2,000 keep funds remaining. I can give 50,000 of my own gold, and I can do that. This will be one of my finest works, just you see. So much to do, so much to do. Yeah, it's going is. Oh, hello. Oh, wait, please, Captain. I've been waiting to extend to you an invitation from Luskin. We have pressing business, which does not include invitation from Luskin at this time. I'll think you to step aside. Very good. Yes, I'll just wait here then. That guy's being suspiciously pressing. Whoa. Right to the library. Let me look at that again. That is cool. I mean, this is my new graphics. Everything looks... Oh, well met. Well met. I say, there sure are a number of visitors dropping by of late. Aldenon, I heard you had found something. No doubt something I'd want to hear, since it will no doubt put my life in jeopardy soon enough. Well, yes, I do have news. You see, I've made some progress on finding a way to breach the claimed lands and into the Vale of Meren. One of 3 challenges solved, really. Okay, tell me about your breakthrough. Well, you see, you won't turn into zombies once you enter the Vale of Meren, which I think is quite a good omen. Yes, omens aren't good by definition, Aldenon. Well, there's such a thing as good omens. Oh, of course they are, especially with a little milk and duskwood jam. But you see, the life-draining effect of the King of Shadows isn't stronger in the center as I expected. It seems to be strongest at the edges of his territory, where it spreads outwards. So we just have to get past the edge then. So while you couldn't walk there, if we could hop over the wall, so to speak, then it would give you your best chance at striking at the King of Shadows. Why would that be? I'm not sure, only that it is true. The King of Shadows' hunger is less at the Vale and stronger near the border of the claimed lands. That's probably because there's life there and he's already eaten everything else. It may be because Here we go. It may be because he's already drained the life from the Vale outwards. More lives around the edges, so maybe that's where the effect is concentrated. Kind of like the delicious icing on a foul, dark cake. Thank you for that delightful metaphor. So you mentioned this was the first challenge. Getting there, you see, is the problem. To do that, we need to create a portal, then tell that portal where to create its other end. It can't just have it appear anywhere, you know. It has to appear in the Vale. And how would we do both of these things? What do you need to create a portal that's large enough? Well, when Garius invited me to this keep, kidnapped... Yes. When Garius invited me, one of the tomes he had me translate was this fascinating work called the Tome of Ild Khazar, which is the one that started much of this trouble. Thank you. Garius has the tome. Yes, he was using it to transport legions of blade golems to and from the Vale of Meren. There's no reason we couldn't use the tome to create the same portal and use it to hop into Meren as if we were golems. Except that Garius, or one of the Shadow Reavers, has the tome, and is probably using it to control the golems. Yes, but that's minor inconvenience. One of many which I'm sure you'll be able to overcome. I've heard enough, let's go. Okay.